Everybody, and welcome to Saga Saturdays. They're coming back, where we get to talk about the saga every week. This video, we're talking about a really cool material we've been using for the past 4 or so years called bronze, nickel aluminum bronze to be more specific. This is a material that Angelo has worked with in his previous past, and he kind of told us to start using it a bunch of years ago, and we've really enjoyed it. For me and Eric personally, it's our absolute favorite material. So this particular flavor of bronze is mostly made up of copper. Over 80% is pure copper. And then it has about 9.5% of aluminum, 2.5% iron, some 5.5% of nickel, and a little bit of manganese as well. And adding all those elements just kind of changes the properties, because copper has its ups and downs, smells like pennies, pretty cool, but adding these things into the nickel aluminum bronze no longer smells like pennies, and it's a little bit more tough, a little bit more durable, more corrosion resistant, things like that. So the naval industry uses this material a lot for propellers and shafts and really cool stuff like that. So as a Saga pen though, oh, I just love it. It just works out so good. Comparing to, typically we make Sagas out of titanium so we can anodize them nice and brilliant. So it is a little bit heavier than titanium, which some people really love, the extra weight of it. Let me weigh a couple parts and show you. Okay, so here we have copper, brass, which is copper with tin, and then we have nickel aluminum bronze, which is copper with what I just said, aluminum and nickel and manganese and stuff. So if I weigh a nickel aluminum bronze pen tube, we get about 19.7. If I go to brass, I think it's a little bit heavier, 22, 19 to 22. Copper is 23, and then a titanium one is 11. So from nickel at 19 to titanium, it does add a couple grams of weight. But pick your battle. Here is a selection of all titanium with a nickel aluminum bronze slider. Gives you that like pop of gold. I absolutely love it like that. Oh, it's so nice. So we mix and match, we play. We do, you know, different combinations. Here I have, on my personal pen, I have a titanium tip, nickel, aluminum, bronze, tube, titanium, bronze slider. It's great, just great. Another really cool thing is because it is a copper, and as you can see just from the tubes that have been sitting here, they can patina and rust, basically, oxidize. Rust is the wrong word, but they patina. The nickel ones haven't so much, just sitting here, but you can kind of see the 3 different colors between copper, brass, and nickel. But when you use the pen, the oils in your hands have different pH levels and all kinds of different stuff. So this is my pen, this is Eric's pen, and this is Steven's pen. And they are 3 completely different colors. Eric's is actually the lightest, and then mine's a little bit darker, and then Steven, whatever he's doing, makes it really dark, and it's really cool to see the difference between those 3. I just love it. The sliders as well, they patina really nicely. Like this one, Ryan, has an all titanium pen with a nickel slider. Sorry, a bronze slider. I keep calling it nickel, and I need to just call it bronze. And they patina really nicely. Okay, here we have 2 sliders. The one on the left has been carried and patinaed quite a lot. The one on the right is brand new and just super shiny and golden and beautiful. So the problem with the name nickel aluminum bronze is even internally here, we want to call it nickel, but it has 5.5% nickel. It's not nickel. It has a little tiny bit of nickel. It's bronze. It needs to be called bronze. So we're going to transition to calling it bronze. Another really cool thing about using bronze as a material is the kind of head nod to Eric's and my Norwegian heritage. You know, our parents were born in Norway, so we're very Viking to the core kind of thing. And you know, our logo is Viking and everything, and the Bronze Age was thousands of years ago, where people started to, you know, utilize bronze as a working material to make tools from. So it's really cool that Eric and I now get to, and the whole company gets to make tools, writing tools, out of bronze. I just think it's really cool. So in closing, I think bronze is a misunderstood material. I think it's hard to explain it and get the point across, but I'm telling you, for me and Eric, it's our favorite material. Like, titanium is really cool too, and I really love titanium, but I'm getting a little bored of it because we've lived in the titanium world with all of our knives, and most of our pens are in titanium. The nickel, I gotta stop calling it nickel. Stop calling it nickel. The bronze just adds another layer of coolness. It's got a bit more heft to it, a bit more weight. It's got a really good feel. Copper tends to feel sticky, I find, and it has that penny smell. So bronze, I really enjoy it. And it patinas, and it's cool, and it adds some depth and texture, and it changes over time. And like, as you carry it, it can change week to week, depending on how you're carrying it, what's rubbing on it, things like that. So I just think it's a really cool material. We've got a lot of pens flowing through right now that are going to start hitting the inventory and the website and the Maker's Choice list. So keep your eyes peeled, check the website. You might just be able to grab one. All right, guys, later.